Hey guys, what's going on? Time for another YouTube video. Today, we're gonna keep it down low and quiet because we are trying to capture or catch Lake Ontario run steelhead in an ultra tiny ditch with tap clear water. Some of the hardest fishing you can do because this area here is riddled with wood. It's small, it's super clear. And we're gonna talk about a bunch of stuff. But first, I got a pool of fish behind me. I'm gonna slide downriver of them because obviously these fish face the current. They're gonna be looking up, so I wanna be stealthy, not land on top of them like a big bear in the woods. And we're gonna try to catch them. But before we get to it, do me a favor, click subscribe down below. If you have any questions about catching steelhead, feel free to leave a comment down below, and also hit the get notifications bell. That makes sure that new videos get into your feed. So let's see if we can't catch one real quiet. Got him. God, there is a ton of them in here, an absolute ton. This is combat fishing, but a couple things you want to remember. One is, don't wear bright colors. You can see I'm pretty neutral to the environment. Two, downsize everything. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get out of the wood. And three, pray, because you're really at the mercy of these fish. This is a nice little small, looks like a little cleaning up female. Let's see if we can get this one in. Follow the picture if you want, huh?
Yep.
Get a wood on that. That's that 10-foot little GCX medium light rod is absolutely perfect. Banana colored roll bag. Yep, little female. Just cleaning up. Perfect. Get that hook out of her. Nope, not done yet. They're just swimming everywhere. And whenever you use light line like I'm using, you're using this 5-pound leader, be real gentle with how you handle the leader because 5-pound does not take much to break. Hooks out. Come on. There you go. Perfect. So I mentioned my setup earlier. What I'm using is basically a G.Loomis GCX 2-piece, which is basically a 10-foot medium light power rod that has a fixed reel seat. It's like an STFR style rod. And I've paired it up for this purposes with a 3000 Miravel. I mean, any 3000 size spinning reel will be perfect. And that 10-pound mono that I talked about. Now, the reason the mono is because you're float fishing, and if you were to use fluorocarbon mainline, fluorocarbon has a tendency to sink as it's denser than water. So you want to go to that mono because the mono is going to allow that smooth transition of your float across the water, and when you set the hook, then you can also get that hook set positively without dragging or having to cut through a bunch of water. So very simple setup. Even my split shot setups, I'm group shotting. I'm not doing a tapered shot lead. Basically, what I'm doing is running, there's my swivel, there's my leader line. I'm running a couple of shot on the lower half on the leader line, and I have a couple shot above to balance the float. And that makes it super easy for me if I have to. And if I have to get my float or my bait down faster, I simply slide one of these shot a little lower on the line, and that'll get that bait into the strike zone quicker, especially when the fish are sitting at the head of a pool. Very simple stuff, but it's the little things that make a big difference. Unbelievable. Oh. Broke me off. Now that's the part of doing this that you have to balance out. You're either going to hook a lot of fish and break a bunch off because you have to go down that small in hook size and in leader line, or you're going to hook a lot less fish and have a better chance at landing them. For me, I'm okay with retying. If you want to get bit with any consistency in a small, very clear river system, going lighter and getting more bites but risking more break-offs is definitely the answer you want.
He's a
psycho. What an absolute psycho. That fish almost jumped on the wood. So that was an adjustment based on where they're sitting in the pool. And they were at the head of the pool. After I lost that big one, they all tailed out. So it was a very simple adjustment in the length of the leader, because the back of the pool has a deep hole in it. And it was also a shot taking your line and reading the water that's going to bring your bait to that strike zone. As soon as that thing got into deep water, this fish was all over. He smashed it. And then tried to jump on top of the log and then on top of the shore, which is kind of cool. I'm going to bring him back here so I don't spook the pool. What a gorgeous female. Come here, sweetie. Where is that hook? I can't even see that hook on this fish. Easy. See? Oh, wrapped around the corner of the mouth. There we go. So, there's that fish. Perfect. Beautiful, beautiful little Lake Ontario rainbow. Recovering, you can see the tail's worn out. And she's giving me a bath. Sweetie, that way. There you go. Now if that isn't fun, I don't know what is. One last thing you have to talk about when you're talking stream waters like this is a good pair of glasses. And not to be a sponsor plug, yes, I wear Costas, but the color of the lens goes a long way. Today's a little overcast, so when you have overcast days, what I like to go to is either the new mirror gold with the rose back, or I go sunrise silver mirror, which is a yellow or an amber lens. These all help me break out contrast to see the fish. And why is that important? Seeing where the fish are sitting is going to allow you to make the assessment of where your bait has to be placed in the run. Because you can see where they're sitting, you could tell if they're in the inside of the run or on the outside or right down the pipe. That allows you to lay the perfect cast in there and adjust the weight on your float so that your bait is going to be at their face in the strike zone when it passes them. Without a good pair of polarized glasses, it makes fishing like this incredibly tough. It actually makes it feel like you're blindfolded. Okay, so the bait was floating up, despite having a split shot right next to it. So this is where you adjust. Bring that one down here. Bring this one up here. Squeeze it. They just moved in there. Now they're at the head. Now they're right here. That's where those polarized glasses come in handy. I mean, if you don't have them, I would have never seen those fish and where they're sitting on that inside edge. Now, getting them in, this is another thing altogether. I don't know if I'll be able to keep them out of the wood or not. Not with 5 pound anyways, but so far so good. And again, the 10-foot rod, all about what's around you. A 13-footer is an absolute disaster. It's doable in some holes, but for the average hole, makes it very, very tough. On the pink, and there's one thing I've noticed fishing this river for a number of years. Sometimes you assume that the brighter colors in these, super clear water conditions don't work. They do. It's an aggression strike when you start using colors like what I'm using, which is like a fuchsia pink. When they see that, you could see their white mouth open up when they strike it. He's using that current right now. We're gonna go slide down here. No. Maybe hooked in the front fin. He might have unhooked himself. Oh no, in the mouth. Come on up here. Come on. Going around in it. He's all tangled. Great looking little female steelhead. This one's getting ready. The tail's still a little bit red, but she's healing up nicely and is going to be back in Lake Ontario probably in the next week or so. So let's carefully get this hook out of her. Fish was totally wrapped up in it. And we'll get her back in the water. Ready to go, baby? Hell yeah. Awesome. Got him. Got him. Oh God. Oh God. Come on with me.
I'm coming.
Oh no, he's in the Oh no. Broke me off. Well, there you have it. I think I went 2 for 6 doing this, but the fact that I was able to get bites under these conditions, we are 2 weeks past opener at this point. The water's warm. These fish are getting back ready to go to the lake again. It's a testament to going smaller. Smaller with everything you do. Lighter leader, smaller hooks, smaller row bags. All of these things will help you hook more fish. So if you guys could do me a favor, click subscribe down below. If you have any questions about a trout setup for a small stream you're fishing, or even a big one, whether you're fishing in British Columbia, Ontario, New York State, Pennsylvania, Ohio, so many great, Michigan, so many great steelhead fisheries, drop a comment down below. Also, when you click subscribe, also hit get notifications. That'll make sure our videos get into your feed. There you have it, guys. That's another video. I hope everybody's staying safe. I hope you guys are all having fun. Most importantly, I hope you're all catching fish. We'll talk to you soon.